Good morning. Would you please rise in body or spirit and join us in singing our gathering hymn, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In, number 361 in the gray hymnal, and the words are projected on the screen behind me. Good morning. Welcome to Horizon Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Pam Schumann. My pronouns are she, her, hers. And I am one of the many Horizon Players service leaders who are delighted to bring you a service today that is a little different in presentation, shall we say? One with stories to share. As the song just said, don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful, fun day. We are all excited to welcome you to our worship service this morning. We're so glad to have you with us today, whether you're joining us in person or online, whether you're here for the first time or whether you've been here for longer than you can remember. Here at Horizon, we welcome people of all faiths and of no faith in particular. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome among us. As a community, we also welcome the sharing of joys and sorrows and concerns. You are welcome to fill out a joys and sorrows slip, such as the ones behind your seats and on the joys and sorrows table. And if you came in, they're also at the Welcome Center. You are also welcome to light a candle, whether or not you put a slip in the bowl. This can be done at any time before the service or in service from the beginning through the Offertory. And we have several announcements today, important ones. Carolyn Moore, Kent Darwin, and Alan Sproat are all going to give us announcements. So, Carolyn, if you'd like to join us first.
Good morning. Well, the countdown has started. It's T-minus 5 days and counting until the installation weekend festivities begin. It's getting exciting and much busier. A couple of things I'd like to mention. First, a huge thank you to everyone who's volunteered. We do still need one or two folks to help direct parking on Friday evening for the concert and/or Sunday afternoon for the installation service. If you can help, go to the sign-up sheet on the installation webpage or let one of the installation team know. Otherwise, all the other spots are filled, thank goodness. Number two, please know that this is a family event and there will be childcare for the Sunday installation for kids up to 12 years old. Number three, visitors. You're all welcome to attend the installation at 3 o'clock next Sunday. Number four, as you know, We will have many local, regional, and national dignitaries and guests joining us for the installation. Please keep in mind that they are here to celebrate, not to discuss business. Let's be courteous to our guests and respect their boundaries. Number 5, if you haven't gotten your concert ticket for Friday night, there are still some available, and they'll also be available at the door if they're not sold out by then. So get yours quickly. That's it. It's going to be fun and a meaningful weekend. I hope you'll all make plans to be there, and thank you again.
And now Kent.
Good morning. We have Ellen's art hanging on our walls, and it is one of the most original, most unique, creative, informative works of art I've ever viewed. And I use the word viewed. If you take the time to just look at it, you will miss the content. She is social justice active artist with a remarkable style of her own. She has put beside her art comments to help you identify and enjoy what she's created. We're lucky that it's up for 2 months because it will take time to really appreciate her creations. Just an example, this piece right here, the people are homeless. And she interviewed and had conversations with them to make a point of who they are as human beings, not just a number under a bridge. One of the things she has asked that is that please do not touch the fabrics, because a lot of them are very, very sensitive. She shared with me, she did one about the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. So many of the veterans came by and touched the corners and changed the color. However, it left a lasting impression by those men and women who had fought there. And I would like to ask that Ellen Finkel stand so you get to know her as a human being, and after the service, she will be standing by one of her pieces, the quilt in the back, for a meet and greet, and hope that you will take the time to visit with her. And one last thing about her art. There's not too many people whose art that you would recognize anywhere in the world. Ellen's work would be recognized in Chicago, St. Louis, New York, San Francisco, Chicago, Denton, Carrollton, because it's so unique. And thank you very much.
I'm guessing some of you are tired of seeing me. Too bad, I'm going to be up here at least 2 more times for the chili cook-off. This is the last week of bidding for the auction. We're 80% of the way, over 80% of the way to our goal. Thank you very much, you're very generous. There's only 3 items that have not been bid on, 2 of which are my donations. I'm not taking it personally. But we do have another week. It will be closed midnight on this coming Saturday. So get your bids in. Make sure you haven't been outbid for anything. And then be ready in the Friday newsletter for information about the chili cook-off and for me back up here talking about the chili cook-off.
Thank you, Carolyn, Kent, and Alan. Also, please check your order of service for other upcoming activities and events. And remember, today after service, we will have our first Sunday potluck lunch. All are welcome at the potluck, visitors, friends, members. Whether or not you've brought something to share or not, don't worry about it. We always seem to have plenty to go around. And now we will have our call to worship.
Good morning. My name is Jim Sturdivant. Our theme this morning is transformation. The Oxford Dictionary tells us that a transformation is a thorough or dramatic change in form or appearance. It can also mean an extreme radical change in a person's life, like getting your driver's license, going to college, or getting married. Horizon is a particularly apropos venue for a discussion of transformation because unless you were born into a UU family, you almost certainly had to undergo quite a transformation just to be here. There's a lot of distance between Southern Baptist and Unitarian Universalist. But here at Horizon, transformations take place every day. The magical thinking of childhood is transformed into reason and wisdom. The dogma of religious doctrine is transformed into personal theology and spiritual exploration. And the lust for immortality is transformed into the permanence of the present moment. Shortly, Horizon players will present an example of transformation that is a good deal more entertaining than those. Starring cherubim, seraphim, minions, angels, Lucifer, and a special guest appearance by God himself. It will transform your whole day. So come, let us light our chalice, settle our centers, and transform together.
Good morning. My name is Heather Dunning, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I am also a member of Horizon Players. Today, as we light our chalice, symbol of our faith, to honor the transformational power of laughter and spirit of playfulness we humans possess. In the words of author and teacher Leo Buscaglia, when we feel joyful, euphoric, happy, we are more open to life, more capable of seeing things clearly and handling daily tensions. And now please join in saying our affirmation, which is printed on the back of your order of service and projected on the screen. Love is the doctrine of our church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humanity in harmony with the earth. Thus do we covenant together. I invite you now to rise in body or spirit and join in singing our opening hymn, "The Pen is Greater Than the Sword," number 320 in the gray hymnal, and the words are projected on the screen.
With fingers I can Then let us now this lesson see, like life itself our hands can be, for evil used or charity.
Again, good morning. My name is Eileen Terrell, and I too am a member of Horizon. Horizon partners with MetroCrest services to make a difference in our local community. Each week, you are invited to bring items for the MetroCrest community, such as shelf-stable foods, hygiene products like shampoo, toothpaste, tampons, diapers, and baby wipes. If you have brought items for MetroCrest today, please pass them to the aisles so they can be collected by our young ones, our children, at this time to put in the MetroCrest collection basket here, or after the service, there's another MetroCrest collection basket in the lobby. Now, I would like to invite any of the young and the young at heart who would like to come up front and sit in the first row of chairs. Better? Okay. Yay! Today's service is about transformation. And when after I first learned how to read, I fell in love with folklore and mythology. I read these stories from so many different lands and cultures. And one that is a personal favorite that stays in my memory is called generally The Tale of the Two Wolves. I can't tell you which culture it comes from. I think I ran across it in various forms. Wolves are common to many lands, and we all have a struggle within us. The story goes something like this. There's a parent, maybe a grandparent, talking with a younger person. Let's say they're preteen. And they're having a conversation about how you make decisions and do what is right. For today, it will be a grandparent and a preteen. The grandparent says, "A fight, a struggle is going on inside of me every day. I think of it as a fight between two wolves. One wolf is full of my anger, envy, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, the list is endless. The other wolf is full of my joy, my love, humility, hope, compassion, empathy, generosity, and again, compassion." Now, the young person, as young persons are wont to do, thinks about this for a little bit and says, "Well, so in this fight, which wolf wins?" And then the grandparent gets wordy. As parents and grandparents are wont to do. The parent replies that the wolf you feed is the wolf that will win. And if you feed them both with careful attention, they both win. You see, if I only feed one of them, the other will be hiding around every corner, waiting for me to become distracted, and then will jump up to get my attention, to get the attention that it deserves from me. But if I feed them both with careful attention, both are happy and we all win, because they will work together, side by side, to serve me well, to keep me working for life, and to avoid doing harm. After all, The one wolf, full of my anger, envy, sorrow, and the rest, also has my ability to hold on and keep going when I must. My courage to keep trying when all seems hopeless. My strong will and my strategic analytical thinking. And I need these qualities inside of me. The other wolf also has strength, thoughtfulness, my ability to see, I hope, what is in the best interest of all and to work to come into a balanced arrangement. When you have that team working in balance inside of you, you are far more likely to find peace. One other bit of nostalgia from my childhood. I feel certain that many of my peers watched Star Trek, the original series, when they were young. Possibly some of the younger members of the congregation have seen it in rerun. The Enemy Within is a wonderful episode to revisit. It is when Kirk is split into the good Kirk and the bad Kirk. It illustrates his tale beautifully. Neither one of those Kirks can lead a ship. Put together, recombined, they are a good leader. And now, we will sing the children out to class. Thank you. We now take time to honor the joys and sorrows of this community, knowing that we are all interconnected and that what affects one affects us all in this tangled blessing that we call life. I have a joy from Angel. One of our many angels says it is a joy to be part of Horizon Players. Thank you, Mystery Angel. Gay Cox has an announcement. Says, we are overjoyed. Should have worn the glasses. We are overjoyed that Lucy Lockwood is with us today, and one other person points out that if you've not had a chance to visit with Lucy recently, she will be staying through the potluck for visits. And we light one more candle this morning to honor all the joys and the sorrows that have gone unspoken and reside only in our hearts. Spirit of life and love, now open our minds and hearts to the place of quiet, to the silent prayer for the healing of pain and the soft, gentle coming of love.
Please join us for our responsive hymn, number 402, is that right? In the gray hymnal. The words are projected on the screen. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live.
We have a special video today for the Share the Plate for March. Our recipient for March is Texas Unitarian Universalist Justice Ministry, otherwise known as TXUUJM, and its mission will be described in this video by Aaron Walter, and then there'll be a few comments by Sandy Steele afterwards.
Hi, everyone. This is Reverend Aaron Walter, proud to serve as the Minister and Executive Director of your Texas Unitarian Universalist Justice Ministry. That's the UU State Action Network for Texas. What does that mean? Why is that important? Well, we are the only organization of our kind, and I asked some of our volunteer leaders to tell you in their own words what that means.
I'm Bruce Harris. I'm a board member of TexUGM. And we need TexUGM because it puts our faith into practice.
My name is Karen. I'm a Texas UU Justice Ministry board member, and Texas UU JM is needed because it's really important that we, as people of faith, speak truth to power, especially in Texas, and that we do it from a value-driven lens. And it's also deeply important that the people of Texas understand that there are people of faith on their side.
I'm Tim Gibson. I'm a board member of Texas Unitarian Universalist Justice Ministry. And Texas UU is needed because, as a state action network, it is in a unique position between the national UUA and local Texas congregations and partners to organize, lead actions, and be the amplified voice of our values at the state capitol and the world on matters that directly impact Texans.
I'm Dale Story, board member of Texas Unitarian Universalist Justice Ministry, and we need Texas UGM because it provides spiritual grounding and training, and it promotes our Unitarian Universalist values in the public square at the local, state, and national levels.
My name is Sarah Burrell Harrop. I'm the intern minister for the Texas UU Justice Ministry, and we are so needed because hope is a verb, and Texas UU Justice Ministry provides a place where our community can gather to hope and to love and to dream as we bend Texas towards justice.
There's no other organization like the Texas UU Justice Ministry, and the need for justice organizing in Texas is so high. So I thank all of our volunteer leaders, including the ones you heard from, and I thank all of our donors. We would love to hear from you about what your personal why might be for this work. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us at txuujm.org. And while you're there, won't you please become a sustaining giver, supporting this work on a regular basis that we can depend on so that we can grow our capacity and our strategies and make a greater impact together for a state that really needs us and really needs UU values in the public square. Thank you so much for being part of the Texas UU Justice Ministry. We'll see you soon in action.
So that's Erin Walter, and she will actually be in the pulpit here on Sunday, March the 24th. So don't miss her. She's got amazing energy, and I think you'll enjoy her a lot. Be sure and read through this insert that's in your order of service, and especially note the bottom paragraph. Everything collected today will go to Texas UU Justice Ministry or Texas UGM. I use that a lot. But you can also donate during the week if you follow the instructions on this sheet. I also want to quickly thank Joel Loyton for being our representative on the advisory board of Texas UGM. We really act a lot in conjunction with this organization. We're really glad they're here. I wanted to highlight a few things they've done over the past years, just quickly. One is we helped to pass a couple of good bills. I mean, yeah, there were a few good bills last legislation session. One was House Bill 12, which was for supported postpartum maternal health care. It extended that for a year. They were only getting a few months. So that was really important. Another one was that we helped to pass the Crown Act, which still needs some work, but it was a step in the right direction. And we helped to defeat the 10 Commandments bill. I mean, a couple of other things quickly that we really enjoyed. 16 congregations in Texas and over 40 people attended the Trans Inclusion in Congregations workshop, including Horizon. We did that last spring. They wrote 7 different articles in major news outlets across Texas representing our values and our issues. And they maintain these partnerships with really key people, so it doesn't happen just alone. Equality Texas, Texas Impact, Texas Civil Rights Project, Faith in Texas, Texas Freedom Network, the Trans Education Network of Texas, and many, many of the UUA national organizations. So my own personal experience with working with Texas UU Justice Ministry is that it really helps bring the power of UUs in Texas to bear on a state that really needs us really bad right now. And my experience last year was life-changing. So I hope you all will give generously and get involved. It's called the UU State Action Network. So look for actions. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. And with that, please know that we are about to take up the collection, the offering. It will be now generously and joyfully given and received. Thank you all for your generosity.
Good morning. My name is Sid Coppersmith. The year is 1400, and what a beautiful day it is here in merry old England. We, up here on the stage and behind the curtains, are the local Weavers Guild. You, down there in the pit, are the peasants. Welcome, peasants. Okay, here are a few details to situate you in time. It's 1400. Chaucer has just completed the Canterbury Tales. Shakespeare won't finish his first play until 1591. England is Catholic and under the control of the Pope. The church has outlawed theater because it considers it decadent and lewd. Enter mystery plays, which told popular Bible stories, including the creation of man, Cain and Abel, Noah and the flood, the nativity, the resurrection, and on and on. They started between the 10th and 12th centuries, with monks and priests playing the roles. Initially, they were performed in Latin, a language you don't speak because you're a peasant. In 1210, the Pope banned mystery plays because he felt they were too popular. This stopped clergy from playing in them, but it did not stop the plays. Instead, they were taken over by local guilds, like us, the Weavers Guild. And now they were performed in English rather than Latin. The mystery plays were at the height of their popularity in our year of 1400. 4 different cycles of mystery plays have come down to us. The program states that I wrote the creation and fall of Lucifer, which is not exactly accurate. My contribution was to take the 4 versions of plays that dealt from Lucifer, translate them from Middle English into Modern English, and smush them into one. We guild members have added humor and music, as was the medieval tradition. And so, peasants, we present our production of the creation and fall of Lucifer.
I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the life. I am the way. I am the truth. God without beginning. I am the maker. I am all powerful. I am endless. I am all there is. And since I am the creator of all, and all powerful, and endless, and all that is, I think I'll create a place to my liking. Now with my blessing, I create total bliss all around me. And in this total bliss, I'll create 10 orders of angels to praise and revere me. I have created the seraphim. I have created the cherubim. I have created 10 orders of angel and the archangel Raphael. Now underneath me, I see a land I'll call Earth. In fact, I'll create everything at once. Earth, hell, and heaven, this highest place. And all that live here shall be happy. I also promise that those who are worthless, I shall put in my prison to suffer torment. Of all the powers I have created, you are the master and the most powerful next to me. I name you Lucifer, bearer of light. Nothing will hurt you here. In this bliss, you'll be protected. You will have all the wealth you want, so long as you behave obediently.
Merciful God, you are so powerful that in a single word you have created all of this. May you ever be prevailed for your radiance and for making us mighty. You have left us to live in bliss, in your blessing, and you have protected us. We shall be forever happy.
Oh, Lord, Lord, with a lasting love, we love thee alone. You are the mighty maker that made us strong and worthy to live in this place. All bliss is here around us, so long as we are constant in thought and worship you that made us. Oh.
All the good God has created shows up in me. My brightness beams from me, and I see myself so handsome to look at. Better looking by far than my companions. Why? I am perfect. I am exceedingly well-formed and fine. And my power is greater than that of my peers.
Lord, we love you alone with a lasting love, you that made us, so that impure thoughts may not corrupt us. We will never be fueled by a feeling of filth. All bliss surrounds us. We are stable in thought. We worship you, and you are very dear to us.
I look good. All wealth is mine. I am downright stunning. I just shimmer and shine wherever I appear. I feel so fine that I need not trouble myself at all. No pain shall torment me.
Oh God, with everything we have, we worship you, glorious God. You are the source of all grace. Oh, let us just stand here and gaze upon you. Oh, we will eat and drink you in.
Was that song sung to worship God or reverence me? Unless you worship me, you do me wrong, for I am wonderfully bright. I am the bearer of light.
We fall to our knees and worship God, who created us both. In no way do we honor you. There will never be a greater Lord than our God.
I'm warning you, Lucifer. Your pride will bring you great distress.
Look at how beautiful I am. All heaven shines through me.
Lucifer, of all the angels, you are the most beautiful. It is true. But be wise, or you will bring yourself to a bad end.
You will destroy that beauty if you keep it foremost in your thoughts. Your pride will bring you to nothing. Keep your brightness and let our Lord be our guide.
Keep going this way, and you shall have a wicked fall, and so shall your followers. They will flee from you.
I am more worthy than he will ever be. And to prove it, I will sit on God's throne. No.
I advise you to leave off all your vain boasting. This seat does not suit an angel so well as him who shall judge all.
Now I am sitting here above the moon and stars, as you can see. Now you can worship and honor me, sitting here on my throne.
It does not suit you.
You look good to me. It suits you to sit on the high throne. You are 1,000 times brighter than God.
Since we're all angels, and we'll all be forever in bliss, Lucifer can be in charge.
That seat is not for angels, but for God, who created everything.
Look at him. He's gorgeous. He deserves to sit there. He is as worthy to sit there as God himself if he were here.
I am 1,000 times brighter than the sun. My strength is beyond measure. Who is greater than me in heaven from now on? You shall call me Master.
He is very good looking. Sitting on the throne, he looks as good as God himself.
You think so?
We'll forsake God's myth and accept you. We'll now worship you and fall down at your feet.
I am certainly worthy of worship, for I am positively glittering. I am so powerful that I cannot fail to achieve happiness. I shall be unto him that is highest on high. I shall be just like God. All goes down.
I've fallen and I can't get up. Minions!
Over hill, over there, we will follow Lucifer as the minions descended to hell. There are wasps.
What's that stench?
It's a carcass in the trench as we minions descended to hell. Well, it's dark down here.
I've got boils up my rears.
Satan has led us all astray. Well, we're all trapped here, so we'll whine and harp and jeer. We're now demons stuck living in hell. We have played, we have gouged, our insides are turning out. We are taunted and tortured in hell. We eat rats, we eat gnats, locusts, frogs, and scat. We are taunted and tortured in hell. We got leprosy, sinks to death, the Sophocles. Count on your fingers falling, 1, 2, 3. Wherever we go, all we know is woe. We're now demons living in hell.
Whoa! It is hot down here. Oh. So this is to be my dungeon of misery. What has become of me once so wonderful? Ooh. Now I'm the grossest creature that ever was. Instead of shining light, I'm now black and blue. Oh, my torment is ever kindling and burning, which makes me howl, ooh, and snarl. Ah, I'm surely in misery now.
Lucifer, why did you fall? We were beautiful angels that sat high above the air. and now we're all blackened and ugly and tattered. Wasn't it enough for you that you were the fairest of them all, of all the angels? And now you've fallen from an angel to a fiend and brought us all to sorrow and grief. Oh.
For fear of fire, a fart I crack.
Oh, my wits are deserting me, and I'm going mad. All we've got to eat now is filth. Lucifer, you have made us lose our radiance. Because of your deeds, we're now consigned to hell. You helped destroy us, for you are our light and our leader. You promised us the highest of heaven.
Alas, the joy we were in, we have lost for our sin.
You brought us this wicked way through your might and your pride. We've gone from living in bliss to living in sorrow forevermore.
You know the pride was yours as well as mine, and now we are here to suffer till the day of doom.
You ruined us all. We stand here like blackened fiends. We never should have forgotten the love of the Lord who made us.
If only we could get back somehow.
No, there's nothing for it. We've lost God's love. And so, as soon as God creates mankind, I will work to make his creation amiss. My fellow demons, we shall keep mankind from bliss.
We praise your name. Lord, we praise your name since Lucifer, that former leader of ours, descended so low to burn in hell for his disobedience. He has gotten his just deserts. Great merciful Lord, I now understand why you brought him down.
Those fools, because of their beauty, fell into foolish fantasies and complained of the power that made them. Therefore, according to their actions, they have what they deserve. Some have fallen into filth that will evermore corrupt them, and they will never be able to make their peace.
Because they thought themselves so powerful that they needn't worship me, my wrath will follow them forever. All of you that worship me here now know this. Even when those were among us, those angels' intentions were bad. Now they've had their power utterly destroyed and are no longer occupying this place of bliss. I think my next project will be man, made in my own image. In order to show my power, since earth is cold and void, I will bid in my blessing that you angels give light to earth, for it faded when the fiends fell. Hell shall always be murky. This murkiness I shall call night. The day I shall call light. And now with my blessing, I separate the two, night from day, that they should never meet. Day and night will each do their duty. This day's work is done. I have done well. I give it my blessing.
Who would ever this time have seen that we in such mirth have been, that we should suffer so much woe? Who would ever believe it should be so? 10 orders in heaven were of angels that had office. Of each order in their degree, the 10th part fell down with me. For they held me in that tide and maintained me in my pride. But hearken, fellows, what I say, the joy that we have lost. For God has made man with his hand to have that bliss without end, the 9 orders to fulfill that after us left. Such is his will. And now are they in paradise, but from thence they go, if we be wise.
Our final commentary on the play comes in the form of quotations about the devil and hell. Satan is not the distant enemy, but the intimate enemy. One's trusted colleague, close associate, brother. He is the kind of person on whose loyalty and goodwill the well-being of family and society depend, but one who turns unexpectedly jealous and hostile. Elaine Pagels. Until an hour before the devil fell, God thought him beautiful in heaven. Arthur Miller. We have never heard the devil's side of the story. God wrote all the book. Anatole France. There may be a place called hell, but a benevolent God wouldn't send anybody there. UU Minister Laurel Hallman.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for long, long years, sold 1 million men's soul and faith. And I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. And I made sure that Pilate washed his hands and sealed his fate. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw that it was time for change. Killed the Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain. I rode a tank, held a general's rank when the Blitzkrieg reigned and the body stank. Pleased to meet you, pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Oh yeah. And what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. I watched with glee while your kings and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made. I shouted out, who killed the Kennedys? When after all, it was you and me. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. And I laid traps for troubadours who'll get killed before they reach Bombay. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Oh yeah. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game.
We now extinguish the chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not our commitment to Horizon's mission to welcome radically, love boldly, grow spiritually, and serve courageously. We do this because we envision a beloved community filled with compassion, helping all to thrive in a just world. We're going to hold up 1 second. Go ahead, the cast can come out. We've got some other business to do real quick. All right. I'm going to ask you all a quick question. My question is this: how many of you have ever been involved in any way with a Horizon Players production? Now, how many of you feel that your involvement with Horizon Players has transformed you in some way? Like maybe you became less fearful of public speaking, or maybe it made you more open to trying something new, or maybe you learned you have a talent more than you thought you did. Please stand if that's you. All of you. Thank you. I ask you these questions because 2024 marks Horizon Players' 30th year of bringing homegrown, heartfelt music, mirth, and merriment to our fellow UUs, and opportunities to blossom for all who seek to grow. Okay, there's Jim, there we go. As you might imagine, the writing, selecting, casting, planning, producing, and staging of that many productions takes incredible dedication and a talent all its own. But only one of us can lay claim to having earned all of those accolades for all of the 30 years. Our beloved Pam Schumann. Move a little upstage here. Right here, just right here. I want to be on the other side. The contributions this woman has made to Horizon Players cannot be measured. But Horizon player Ruth Trudeau, now a director of the Island Players in Brunswick, Georgia, came pretty close when she wrote, "I fondly remember the many shows and projects I worked on with Pam. She was always gracious, generous, kind, and funny. Pam is not only a strong administrator, but a damn good comedian." Pam made it happen with attention to detail, diligence, and a smile on her face. So Pam, for all the comments like those that could easily be made about you, your fellow thespians have allowed me to present to you this Horizon Players Lifetime Achievement Award. It reads, Lifetime Achievement Award presented by Horizon Players to Pam Schumann for more than 30 years of acting, singing, writing, producing, directing, designing, costuming, catering, coordinating, promoting, and schlepping with outstanding talent and tireless devotion 2024.
So much. Thank you. I feel like I just won an Academy Award. Thank you so much. After 30 years. Thank you all. This has been the love of my life, as many of you know, tired sometimes beyond belief I can even describe. And yes, I did have a broken leg one time. I just didn't know it at the time. But the show must go on, and so it will continue. And Thanks to everybody, all of you out there, all of the folks behind me, and all the folks that aren't even here to be for this occasion. But it's a team effort. It's a work of love. What can I say? This is different from most theater. You won't find this anywhere else. So please join us if you'd like to, and we'll look forward to seeing you in August. Thank you all so much.
And now, please rise as you are willing and able, and join us in our departing hymn, Go Lift It Up. It's number 1057 in the teal hymnal. We will sing the verse 2 times, and Master Kel will...
Sorry, correction.
Oh.
Mona will play through it once, because this is new, so we can hear the melody, and then we will sing it once.
Do what he says.
We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are not perfect, but we are perfectly fitted for this day. We are not without fault, but we can be honest to face our past as we chart a new future. We are the ones we have been waiting for. May we be bold and courageous to chart that new future. May we have faith in a future that is not known. We are the ones we have been waiting for.